Hi, everyone, and welcome to Contemporary Issues and Trends in Teaching and Learning for the summer 2020 semester. I'm Dr. Cato. I don't think I've had any of y'all before, so welcome, and I hope you enjoy this class. It's one of my favorite ones to teach. So because we don't have any in-person meetings, because this is a summer semester, I'm recording this video to go through the syllabus. And then I'm going to record a second video to go through a couple of things on Blackboard that I want to make sure are taken care of before the semester begins. So let's take a look at the syllabus. It has been uploaded into Blackboard under syllabus, so you'll be able to find it there. You have all of my contact information. Email is the quickest way to get in touch with me. If you don't hear back from me within 24 hours, then check again. But if you do need to call or text me, my phone number is there as well. So this course is all about exactly what it says, contemporary issues and trends. Some salient issues in education, from educational policy and reform to pedagogical and curricular trends that are starting to crop up now in the 21st century, to globalization. It's a really interesting course to teach and to learn from. As such, there is no textbook for this course because any textbook that we would have selected would be irrelevant in just a couple of years because contemporary issues and trends in education are always changing. So all of your course readings will be provided on Blackboard. I'm going to let y'all read through the second page as far as course goals and objectives, procedures and requirements. I will call your attention to the academic dishonesty and plagiarism piece. Just keeping in mind that Safe Assign is utilized by me for everything that you turn in, whether it's a discussion board post, a reply to someone else's discussion board post, or an assignment that you are submitting. So to keep yourself from plagiarizing, I highly suggest you utilize APA citations. And if this is your first graduate course, you need to become very familiar with APA. I would suggest going to OWL Purdue, Purdue, and bookmarking it, as it is an online resource for APA citation and formatting. It really is quite easy to make sure that you don't plagiarize. You just need to make sure that you cite anything that you are using from anybody else's thoughts or work. And I don't know how familiar all of you are with APA, but as I see your first discussion board posts come in, if I'm not seeing citations in APA, I'll give you that feedback just to help it be a formative feedback process so that by the time you get to your final paper, you'll have a better handle on what APA formatting and citations should look like. So you'll receive that feedback from me to help. I'll let you all read through the harassment, sexual violence, bias, discrimination, physical and mental health pieces on your own, as well as the course assignment points. You have a total of 1,500 points in this class, and you can see the majority of it is from your tests, and then discussion forums, and of course your final paper. So the discussion board, just making sure that you read not only this description of what a good discussion board post is, but also within Blackboard. And in the second video, I will look at those prompts with you, make sure you see the expectations. And what I always tell my students is, like, I understand the discussion board posts are a lot, but keeping in mind this is in place of you being in class for 3 hours every week. So thinking about if you were in class with me in person, what kind of thoughts would you be putting into that work? What kind of time would you be putting into those kinds of talks and discussions in 3 hours with each other? So that's why the expectations for those are so high. Of course, you will have 7 tests. Those are all loaded onto Blackboard, and then the final paper. And so the really nice thing about this course is it's been built so that as you're going through the course, you are building your paper, your final paper. So for Module 1, it's all about education policy and school reform. And so you're reading through some contemporary issues and trends that I feel like are close and salient to my educator heart and to educators throughout the world, actually. It's really impacting all of them. You'll read those, but then you'll also be reading articles based on a contemporary issue or trend of your choice. So every week you're picking out those kinds of articles and reading them and summarizing them for our discussion boards. And then that builds to the final paper. So it's a really nice,